ô cần khoa cho nên ốm cần khoa cho nên
nghe hay bảo đó lại ắt sẽ làm anh được tới là cái như thế là mà him đây ốm mà sao là xuống xuống cái số ngày toàn nó không được
khalaya khan karum kan laya khan sapai ho khan kan venga mi periat an mana son ramlan thoya
ke in thum chung kan ron kala chuan motor ni khatima yang kan ron kal
It's been over a year since refugees fleeing the violent military crackdown in Myanmar began pouring into Mizoram. With the central government unwilling to give them refugee status, the government of Mizoram is struggling to provide for them. EastMojo brings you a comprehensive ground report from one such refugee camp in Thaiswal. Thaiswal is a small village of around 200 people near Lunglei, the second largest district headquarter in Mizoram. Today, it is home to over 600 refugees from Myanmar, with more joining every day. It was dark by the time our team reached Thaiswal. The elderly, women and children sit by the fire to find some comfort in the gloom of the night. Inside, the plight of the people was clearly visible on their faces. This hall has been a shelter for over 100 refugees belonging to 15 families ever since they escaped from Myanmar. They made it out just in time with some bare necessities. A thin mat on the floor serves as their bed. Many sleep outside as the space within the walls is limited. Most mornings start with hope. Hope that one day they will be able to return home to peace. 60-year-old Ong Nyung, a native of Baicha village, has been living here in Thaiswal for over 6 months. He had to escape after many of his relatives were killed by the military. He is still willing to fight, but it's their knives against the automatic guns.
nè thì nó làm bằng chú cần riêng rùa cho nên cần thua mò thì mình mà sẽ cần về ngã cho nên em tin là ram spy te thì mình cần nấu te hui xôm ngà nita sẽ salai làm bằng ngã cho nên xôm leg leg te cần nita mò thì khăn nên cho nên lệ làm cho nên tukli te nên thì mình thì khăn nên chem te nên thì khăn bị cần tum khăn nên cho nên in tin cái tiếng hay cái ngầm lẩu đủ thì mấy ông mò cho chun
ral thuam lắm si lai le hết tiếng man rua nei chặt lẩu vàng in ngầm har dawan
ô ni anh đi đâu bể mấy à tụ bộ này sẽ slide thế man rua thế ni chả ta sẽ cho nên mò cái nào thế bộ này sẽ hay cái ni nghe bộ này sẽ mò cặp lệ bị lệ cái đủ ni cái rê lúa cho
For 34-year-old Mindung, it took almost 3 weeks, including a 5-day walk, carrying her newborn to reach Mizoram. Leaving behind everything she owned was not easy.
kan hlau thong chu ni bera kan hlau thong em chu ni chuwang chuan helam kalpo kan tum lawa engpo ni se khwalama thei tham chuan thi dam omang kan ti ril ru khania ma se silai ri te bom ri te kan sia chuan ompo kan omngam to lawa engpo ni se khochunga awain piang swal te po kan neya chuan putar pitar kal thailo tak te kan oma avain kal to mayang u kan tia chung in kan rona motor rem chang chang kha kan khwami motor nei te kha a phalo chung chung khan kan dil luita mo chuan kan ron tlan top.
But Thanswali, a resident of Thiel village in Matupi district, could not bring her husband along since he was jailed for taking part in a protest. She also had to leave one of her sons behind. Now she is worried about their well-being.
Oh, chu pai zia la khan om char sar niang. Aha ve tho. Fa pa kan nei fa pa pan hi kan nei fanu pan hi kan nei ya. Chu fa pa pakhat u pa zo kho chu ka kal san top ti khan ni me. Ya.
Their stories are similar. A loved one killed or in jail. Many have left someone dear behind. They all fear the military because of the violent, ruthless crackdown. Far away from their homes, they are hopeful of returning home soon. The battle they fight now is of survival in these refugee camps. The Mizo people have been kind and opened their hearts and homes to them. Various NGOs, churches, and even the government provide for their needs. The Young Mizo Association, one of the largest NGOs, is in the forefront, gathering volunteers to build makeshift shelters, providing them daily essentials, including food and clothing, with the support of donations. But even they have limited resources.
Atuna kan bu fai ne ya kuchun engpo ni se nilinga vel hi chukan in tla in kan ria amaro chu an ni khat e hi tam e ma wangin relief na ka local zelang ti kha soi thei si lawa mi te thin lunga lalpan na thok zel don nge don lo po kan si lawa thin lung chu azam ru dewa maro chu hei abik takin silfen hak tur kong thula a chuan han enula hei puan te po an nei ve im em to mai an ron thlen limin chu ti wakin mani bung roron keng thei din bunan ding lawa.
The refugees, however, want to be self-sustainable. They want to work and earn their own bread and butter. But they are not allowed to work since the government of India refuses to recognize them as refugees. Many believe this is because of the Kaladan multimodal transit transport project, where India is in talks with Myanmar and has invested lakhs of rupees for the project.
Here we have a ruling Mizoram National Front Party is in power. This party is a partner of the BJP at the national level. They are boasting of their good friendship with the BJP central leaders, but they are doing nothing to help these Myanmar nationals with their friends. Because if they are a good friend of the BJP government at the central, this MNF can do lots of things for these Myanmar nationals. They have fled the killing fields of their country. They cannot reside permanently in Mizoram. Someday they have to go back. But while they are living in a foreign country like India in general and Mizoram in particular, they are our brothers and sisters, of course, but they cannot live permanently here. But while they are living here, they should be treated respectfully. They should be given food. They should also be given shelter to these people. It is the people who provide all these things. The government is doing nothing.
At Thaiswal, however, there are other concerns. The oldest refugee is 108 years old and the youngest is just a month old. They need regular medical attention. The trauma they faced at the hands of the military and while fleeing their homes has left deep scars. Those who make the difficult journey are severely malnourished and traumatized and in need of both physical and mental attention. Some do not make it to their safe destination.
Tin ram nuaya hun se om taka cholkar khat chuang te lo tom ruwa chang el zarbuk na nuai ate kor ruam ate lo mu mai ton nia chuan tuipa nga tanga so lama tanga ron chuana ni se motor chung khu pa ngai le seat po ni lo an ron ek benga vai vut khut nuai an ron tlan phia chu tiang kara ron thleng chun ni karin ai hian andam thei phian zoka karin ai hian an thrisela andam lo chu chu mai om mangi o kan tia amar chu man ni khan pakhat chu khulai khon boral kan nei tatlat maya man ni de uluk tak takal nia voi ni li na vel chawala niang am boral kan nia chu chu Thaizol branch OMA in min phum saka khulai kan thlan muala kan phum ve maya tim branch OMA hian ti dan phum kan lo nei ve a helai ral tlan te kan khua ang chin kan ena OMA property po kan mang maya kan la chho maya tian thu thleng te eng kim mai kha atu la chu OMA khanin kan tum top mai ni ral tlan angin kan en lem lo kan lo song bol tin he an dam lo ni khua le an dam lo lung le kal pui ngai anom po hian dam doin pan pui ngai nom po hian Thaizol tang hian motor te kan zonga tin achangin motor relief na ronda hole tur motor ate kan phurtir boka chu tiang chon dam doin te kan pana.
A state-level refugee committee, chaired by Mizoram Home Minister Lal Chamliana, was formed after refugees started pouring into the state. The government has so far spent over 380 lakh rupees for the refugees. Since March 2021, the Mizoram government has reached out to the centre several times, seeking assistance for the refugees. However, the only response they got was that the state government cannot grant refugee status. Without any assistance from the centre, pressure is mounting on Mizoram.
The state government also did assessment of their primary needs and their health. That assessment is ongoing. Then they need electrification, that also done by the electric department. They provide 16 kVA transformer at Thaizol. Then CMO Medical also they did a vaccine for the refugee. Then DC also they conduct collecting their profile and they prepare vote ID, that is identity card. Then the district committee decided after completion of their identity and profile, they'll disperse into various villages to have a good living condition. Otherwise, those who are reside in Thaizol, about 600, daily consumption is too high, cannot be borne by the nearby surrounding village, as well as for the government also.
Thaizol is not the only area where the state is struggling to accommodate refugees from Myanmar. They are spread across 11 districts, with Siaha housing the highest at 8,381, followed by Champhai at 5,925 and Longklai district at 5,409. Considering these were the first visuals of the coup, the military dance that followed has been a bloody one. According to the United Nations Human Rights Office, at least 1,500 people have been killed during protests and 1,000 others injured during armed conflicts, and 11,787 unlawfully detained in Myanmar. The coup also forced thousands to flee from their homes. Over 24,000 of them found shelter in Mizoram, and the numbers are increasing every day.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to EastMojo. For any queries, put them down in the comments section below and press on the bell icon for notifications.